What do you do when you have a 122-year-old home and a 122-year-old basement? You make a 122-year-old theater. But not really, it's a new theater in a 122-year-old space. And you're gonna see it today. We are gonna go down there. I'm gonna show you what I did with this space in my basement. And unlike most basements, this basement isn't as creepy as you would say, you know. It's less creepy. So we are gonna try this little walkthrough, going through the darkness corridors of this old home and heading right down into what is not as creepy of a basement as you would think. It's actually kind of doable. So this is the play area of my kids' end of the basement. And right now we are heading right into the theater. Not bad for 120-plus-year-old home. Look at that. So, when you walk in right here, I built this 2 years ago. We've got Atmos surround sound speakers. And so here are the back speakers. Klipsch subwoofer. So here we have the exposed chimney right here, which I think gives a lot of character. I love it. I love the look of it. I will probably end up getting kind of like a high top table back here as a third row where we will put about 3 or 4 seats. I ended up putting this curtain here as a divider. It's nice. I painted this like a really dark navy blue blackish color back here. I have tiled carpet squares back here as well, so they're easily replaced. You never know what happens in a 120-plus-year-old basement. This platform was actually created by my brother-in-law, Matt, who put this together. So it's a tiered up system. I still have to paint and get that all connected. We've got the Optoma UHD 60. This bad boy is 4K. And so it is a nice 4K projector down here. And then right in, we've got the Atmos up-firing speakers. This is my theater. I spent a ton of time here. My wife thought I was only gonna be here, you know, a couple times a month. I'm down here almost every other day. Movies in this space are awesome. I love it. It was well worth it. And if I wanna open this up ever, the curtain rod opens and you can slide it on this rail right there. You've got this nice ductwork going right through the theater. It gives that kind of industrial old look to it. I love it. It does not distract. For me, it kind of just gives that kind of cool feel down here. And this is a super dry basement, by the way. This is a poured foundation from 1910, and instead of the typical 8 inches, it is 10 inches poured, so it is a thicker wall. It is not stone, it is not rock. It is probably the driest. I'm in real estate, so I will tell you, we do not get water in this basement. And that's another reason why I built this theater down here, because I knew that it would be very, very solid. I love it. I love the character. I love coming down here. I love the ghosts. Just kidding, there's no ghosts here. But I'm curious, what does your theater look like? Even if it's in your living room, what's your setup? What's your audio setup? I'm always curious about that. Atmos surround sound is great, but there's different kind of speakers. I'm using Sony mixed with a Klipsch subwoofer, which the subwoofer, man, rumbles the house, and I love it. I love it. Having it in a basement is great because you can just turn that thing up. My kids are on the 2nd floor sleeping, and they just feel a nice rumble, a rumble to sleep. So, but if you want to post your setup down below, I'd love to hear about it. whether it's in your living room, your basement, or a dedicated theater room. And what does it look like? I mean, what's your setup look like? What's the environment setup? Obviously, environment does kind of make the theater as well. This does. It's got this old, rustic kind of theater vibe to it, and I love it. It's fun. So, great night at the Hoymans, and we always have fun here. So, till next time, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more content. I'm going to put you back where I found you, right up on top of my mantle. So, I'm going to go play some Minecraft with my son.